So you brought up something that we can kind of move the conversation forward with. You brought up he asked for a trial by combat, right? And so this brings in a character that I thoroughly enjoyed, which we'll get to it. But I thoroughly enjoyed, which is Oberyn Martell, and then we see Ilaria Sand as well, which I thought was cool too. Like how they use sand instead of snow for bastards, because it's a whole like Dorne is a whole different world over
Mhm.
there, and like
Yeah.
that's something too. Like I remember watching the show, and then two like I was like, man, when are they going to show Bravos? When are they going to show Dorne? Like I was like, are there any characters? Because they brought it up. I figured maybe they were like, oh, this is just the old world. You won't ever learn about these areas. But the fact that there was a character from Dorne, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, like a little bit different. And so Oberyn Martell, fantastic. Pedro Pascal, he said actually. So funny enough, this is what launched, in his opinion, his career was this acting moment being Oberyn Martell in this episode. But I just like his character because he's like smooth. He reminds me of what's the dude? There's a movie where he's like, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my
That's
father. Prepare
Antonio
to die.
Banderas.
Yeah,
Antonio
but
Banderas. Yeah.
what movie is the Princess Bride?
Wait, no, yeah, that's not Antonio Banderas, but yeah, Princess Bride. That movie is Princess Bride.
Yeah, so but that is Antonio Banderas in Princess Bride.
Is
So
it?
that's what yes. But that's who he reminds me of in that is that character, which is like my name is Nico Montoya. He's like, I am Oberyn Martell. He's like, you killed my sister.
Yeah.
And I think they probably did play off of that. But any thoughts before we get to his death? Any thoughts on Oberyn and his character throughout the show?
Yeah, I'd say other than Tyrion for this one episode, he was like one of my favorite characters, and especially when he went to visit Tyrion in his prison cell, and he was like, "I will be your champion." I was like, "Yes!"
Yes. Yes.
Oh, listen, that was like so hyped. I had to stop watching, and it was tears started coming out. I was like, "Oh man!"
Right.
And then like you hear like, "Oh, he's a famed warrior." I was like, "All right, cool. How good is he?" And
Yeah.
it was. I mean, yeah, I love his character.
It was really good. Like that. Give him credit. He was really good. But keep going.
Yeah. Um, no, I like him, man. I like just his swagger. Like you say, he has this real swagger. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he's a prince, but he's also you could tell he has this mystic danger to him. You know what I mean? And then he shows that, like when in that first scene when he's introduced to us, um, he goes and he handles those two Lannisters, random Lannisters. I don't know who they were, but anyway, you can see just how tough he is and how much of a badass he is as well. So I like him, man. He's
Yeah.
he's he has a clear objective, but he plays the game well. You know what I mean? He's playing the game well. Like he's coming to freaking take out the Lannisters. He wants them dead. He wants revenge, right? In the mountain, right? Um, but at the same time, he's willing to serve. He gives in, well, not gives in, but he agrees to serve on the trial at Tywin's request. And so he plays the game, but he lets them know the whole time, like, I'm still here to fuck you up. I'm still here to
which
make.
is
I'm still here
which
to
I
make.
respect too, because he did not back down to Tywin. Like as much as people cower in fear of the Lannisters and Tywin and everything, he did not back down at
Oh,
all.
oh,
And I was
not at all.
like most people would be like, oh, it's the Lannisters, you can't talk to them, especially being the hand of the king. But he was like, nah, fam, I'm coming to fuck your shit up. Like this is how it's gonna be. Like
Yep.
it's like you killed my sister now because that's a crazy way to die. Like death by rape, like
Mhm.
split her in half. That's crazy.
Right, bro. That was
But
real
by the
crazy.
way, I there's all these different things that they finally showed. Like finally seeing the mountain too. Like that was the first time I remember seeing the mountain. You know what I mean? I was like, this dude was huge.
Yeah.
But like that was I think that was the first time because they mentioned him previously about like Clegane and his being his brother and the whole like fire situation and like, his face is messed up because of that. But like that was the first time I think I remember seeing the mountain. and I
Yeah.
wanted him to die. I was like, bro, kill this mother effer. Like, get this man out of here.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, bro. He was huge. Like, goddamn. Like, but Oberyn wasn't. He was fearless. He was fearless. He didn't care.
Yeah. So real
That's the thing
quick,
I like about
I so this new software gives me ability to share my screen. So this I want to show you guys. This is what I was talking about. Nope, not that screen. This screen. This guy, right? Inigo
it.
Montoya.
Yeah.
This is the guy I was talking about. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Princess
Yeah, that's
Bride.
what I was saying. That's not Antonio Banderas, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking of. But that's who he reminds me of. Where he's like, if you guys haven't seen Princess Bride, fantastic movie, hilarious,
Yeah,
hilarious
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I saw that when
But
I was a kid.
that's who he reminds me of. Anyway, but I've been playing with that all day today, so I just want to use that. I can share my screen and pull stuff up now, so I can pull up videos wherever I want to.
Yeah,
But cool. So let's get to it. He dies in the
right.
dumbest way. In the dumbest way, literally. So this show, in my like, has two of the top five, in my opinion, most shocking deaths. Rob dying, still shocker to this day. But Oberyn Martell's death was so out of left field. Like, even me watching it, I felt so bad going into the episode and going into the fight. Cause I'm like, this dude kicked his ass. Like,
Mhm.
perfect fight, perfect fight. Had him on the ground, put the poison on whatever, the poison tip on the spear that was going to kill him, and just start showboating. And the way he dies was so gruesome, too.
Bro,
Like,
bro.
fingers in the eye sockets, eyes gone, rips his face apart, and then rolls over. Out like literally. I remember the first time I watched that show, I didn't feel the same way I felt about Rob, but I was just in shock. Where I was like, "What is this show?" Like this is when really this was when I was like, nobody is safe, absolutely nobody. And I felt for Tyrion. But thoughts on Oberyn's death? Like anybody have comments? Thierry,
I
email
was
me what?
I was mad. I was mad. I was like, it was dumb. I was like, bro, just kill him already. But he's like, no, you have to confess. You haven't confessed. Die. You have to confess before you die. Like, man, just kill the motherfucker. Like, and then he didn't, and he got swept up, and then that shit happened. I was like, bro, that pride, man. Like, come on, man. Just
The
kill his.
worst.
I was so mad. I was
The
so mad.
worst.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of dumb. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, what was all this buildup on him for? Like what did we just learn all this stuff on him for? Like I was like, he's gonna keep going, like him and Tyrion are gonna be like a buddy kind of thing. Like him and I forgot his forgot the
Braun.
other yeah, Braun. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be good. Like it's about to be a new day around here. And then he's just like, oh, look at what I did, crowd, and then just gonna die. Like, for what? What was this for?
What was this for? Yeah, like literally, it just oh my god, because I Ober was such a good character. I
Yeah.
because the thing was too is like you get set up because you think Tyrion's is going to get away with it because he got away with Braun, right? So then you're watching it and you're like, here we go again. Here's
Yeah.
Tyrion going to survive and live and it's going to be perfectly fine. Like death by combat, he wins again, and then
Yep.
last minute, literally, like it's just the craziest thing, man. Like that death again, literally the most shocking death in this show. Like bar none. Other people died in the show. Like we'll get to Egret and her dying. Like I wasn't even shocked that she died. I was kind of expecting it. But like his death, I came out left field. I was like, what is this show? So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I was shocked at that shit too, because I did it like you said. I was thinking, okay, Tyrion wins again, like good shit, and then that sweep. I was like, bruh, seriously, like y'all gonna kill him? I was like, why? Why?
Yeah, the eye gouging is what gets me. I don't know what it is about like movies where they take somebody's eyeball. I hate it. I absolutely hate. Like it always grosses me out. Like I can literally think of like multiple movies, like Kill Bill, when she takes the girl's eye out, and then Kill Bill Volume 2 she takes the other eyeball out. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. Like the littlest move, take the eyeball. Like Naruto, when freaking they take the eyeballs out. I'm like, bro, that's disgusting. Like it's literally it throws me off. And so like when he puts his fingers and just like you're done. Like even if somehow he survived that, I'm like you're done. Like there's nothing like both your eyes are
Yeah,
gone. You're done.
yeah.
You're done.
You're blind. You're blind. You can't see nothing.
Crazy.
So, bro,
But but
I was just like, no, just for it. I mean, I think they were a little over top with the like just the whole squeezing until his head combust or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
so
okay.
he popped, he pushed it like a
Yeah,
pimple.
it popped. I was like, okay, that's extreme. But anyway, I don't think not, I don't care how big you. I don't think you're that strong. You're not about to pop somebody's head like a fruit.
Well, I mean, it plays into the character that they've made them out to be, which is this is a ruthless savage that can kill anybody. Is this the strongest man ever to live? I mean, that's kind of what they've always had the legend of the mountain being. So it makes sense
Mhm.
that they play all that up. Like he can just crush
Yeah,
somebody's skull with his bare hands. That makes a ton of sense.
yeah, I guess. But that death, man, I was like, what the fuck? Why? Like,
Yeah.